Welcome to AppSec Phoenix, the new and improved way organizations are modernizing application programs, cloud security programs, and DevSecOps initiatives.
Hi everyone, my name is Francesco. Today I want to walk you through the kind of three problems that we're trying to solve with Application Security Phoenix. So the industry currently has three main problems around the vulnerability management, the software security, and the cloud security. Everybody talks about vulnerability, nobody talks about risk. We have sea of data, but we get stuck by paralysis by analysis, and we don't have enough information, not data, to make decisions. And then the report are a sea of reports that are not actionable, and most important of all, around all this information are kind of collided and not contextualized. So what we set up ourselves to do is to do risk and posture management and focus on risk level around a lot of things, a lot of data flow that we consider and where the application are, how they're deployed, and focus on data, or focus on insight instead of data, and focus on actionable risk. So what we do, we have a platform that fundamentally offers you a single pane of glass, a single view on your cloud security, application security, and infrastructure security, all in one place, contextualized with business insight. We enable you to fundamentally link your repositories, your scanner information, your DAS, SAST, and so on and so forth, scanner information all in one place. And we give you a clear set of vulnerability. But the most important of all, the vulnerability are prioritized, cleansed up, contextualized, and also we enable security executive to set a risk-based target that then goes and select the number of vulnerabilities that needs to be solved and deliver those vulnerabilities into the development tool. That can be an email for the project manager or the program management or the business owner, the Slack message of the team, or Jira. So let me show you quickly the three steps how to get started with Application Security Phoenix. So step number one, you will want to configure one of the tools that you are integrated in, either Sona Cloud or your Dependabot and Git or Sneak. You fundamentally just connect through an API and we import all the data. Once you've done that, fundamentally you go and define your business application. Here we have a bunch already configured, but you go and define fundamentally who is accountable, who's responsible, how much money is this application worth, or how critical is for the business. You link the application to either your Slack, Jira project, or all of them put together, and then you compose the application on how it is composed. So you wanna select, for example, repository, or you wanna select, for example, website that this application is composed of, and so on and so forth. Once you've done that, fundamentally we enable you to select which of those are internal versus external, and we have some heuristic that gives you some suggestion of which one it is. And that's about it in terms of configuration. Once you've done that, you can go and move from application to application. As an application owner, you will know and you will look at how is the health of your application, where is the problem coming from, which team and which component is actually causing pain and issue, and most importantly, if you are above or below tolerance level set by your security executive. In this particular case, you are above tolerance level. You want to know as well, traditionally this is heavily regulated, how much days you have the vulnerability have been open on average, and how many vulnerability you have to resolve, as well as your status or your health of your application. And then you can look at applications that are atomically in their own environment, or you can look at applications already deployed in the cloud with their container and the number of vulnerabilities that are deployed in deployed application. So you select an account and an environment, and you can select the applications that are deployed in that particular account, and how cloud misconfiguration and container misconfiguration then affects the application itself, and in this particular case, which application are deployed or which component are affecting this vulnerability. But the most important workflow is once the application is set up, fundamentally as an executive, as a CISO, what you want to do is select a risk level, and that gives you a selection of all the vulnerability, all the applications that are above your tolerance, so outside your tolerance and inside your tolerance. So who's good, who's bad. All the applications want to get notified whenever something changes. Based on the risk level of application and the business value, then you also have an overview of how much is your monetary exposure. And the other powerful workflow is for each application that gets outside tolerance, fundamentally the team get notified of how much work needs to be done and what are the suggested fixes that needs to be resolved, and they get fundamentally pushed all the way to Jira, Slack, and so on and so forth. In this particular case, it's Jira, with the detail and the context with the link back if a remedy is available or not is highlighted, with also all the information that the team needs to resolve, and from a security perspective, all the information that the team will need to know why critical is critical. So in this particular case, this vulnerability is critical because the base severity is high, it has a high CVSS value, there is exploitation in the wild, the application is externally facing, and so on and so forth. So you have a lot of information in here to look at the individual application, but also the vulnerability can be pushed all the way to Jira or automatically pushed all the way to Jira, and you can track the status and the team get notified. The team can look on and can see where the application is, what are the components, what are the details, and so on and so forth. And as a security team, the other aspect that you want to know is fundamentally your security dashboard. So you want to know how many vulnerability library are deployed across the board and which one is your major hitter, which one has most library defect, library issue, and this in a nutshell is your software bill of material, together with your traditional defect or what are the common issue from an OWASP top 10. So if you want to schedule training or if you want to focus activities, you know which application are affected by which type of vulnerability, category of vulnerability. So with this, fundamentally you enable team to deploy program of work in an intelligent way and structured work in an intelligent way, but also get the heat out of the development team. So I hope this was informational. This was Francesco, and we are AppSec Phoenix. Fix today the vulnerability that's gonna hurt you tomorrow, and let the tool do the tool. Don't become a tool. Thank you very much.